Have you ever wondered why individuals act the way they do? Why some people are more assertive while others are more passive? This intriguing exploration into human behavior brings us to the doorstep of ego psychology. Ego psychology is a school of thought in the field of psychology that focuses on the ego. It's a part of the mind that mediates between the conscious and the unconscious, and is responsible for reality testing and a sense of personal identity. However, it's not as simple as it sounds. Let's break it down. Picture the mind as an iceberg. The tip of the iceberg, the part we can see, represents the conscious mind. It's our awareness of the world around us. But underneath the surface, there's a much larger portion of the iceberg that we can't see. This represents the unconscious mind, where our deepest desires, fears, and memories reside. Now, imagine a lifeguard sitting on a tower overlooking this iceberg. That lifeguard is the ego, constantly on the lookout, ensuring the balance between the conscious and unconscious mind. The ego, in this sense, is like our personal identity's gatekeeper, mediating between our inner world and the external reality. Ego psychology delves deeper into this concept, exploring how the ego helps us navigate through life. It's like the captain of our psychological ship, using defense mechanisms like repression, denial, and rationalization to protect us from psychological harm. But what happens when the ego fails in its duty? That's where ego psychology also steps in, helping us understand conditions like ego depletion, where individuals feel mentally drained and find it difficult to control their impulses. In the 7 minutes we've spent together, we've taken a deep dive into the world of ego psychology. We've understood the role of the ego as the mediator between the conscious and unconscious mind. We've looked at how the ego uses defense mechanisms to protect our psychological well-being. And we've also explored the concept of ego depletion, where the ego fails, leading to a lack of self-control. So, the next time you find yourself wondering why people act the way they do, remember the lifeguard, the gatekeeper, the captain of the ship, the ego. It's the unseen force shaping our behaviors, steering us through the tumultuous seas of our minds, helping us navigate the complexities of life. And with that, we conclude our journey into ego psychology, a fascinating exploration of the human mind and behavior. Remember, the mind is like an iceberg, and the ego is the lifeguard that keeps watch. It's a critical component of our psychological makeup and plays a key role in our everyday lives. So let's give it the attention it deserves.